What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the Bree and Fern channel. I'm Bree, he's Fern. And if you are new here, me and Fernando have been together for 11 plus years, you guys. So it's been quite a while, and we do have some story times for you guys. Me and Fern wanted to switch it up this time around and do a sit down with you guys, because I know I'm always bringing you guys the vlogs and everything, and I'm like, let's do a sit down. So I asked some of you on Instagram, and a lot of you guys were like, Bree, do a story time when you guys first broke up. And obviously me and Fernando, like, our whole relationship hasn't just been rainbows and cupcakes and unicorns. No, you guys, we have had our times where we have fallen off, or you know, our arguments were not perfect. So with that being said, me and Fernando do want to talk about like our very first breakup, and it's a big story time, you guys. Me and Fernando haven't broken up that many times for it being 11 years, I believe. Maybe 2-3 times, maybe. Like two big ones, yeah.
You sure you want to talk about this one?
Yes, I'm ready, because I have a whole lot to say, you guys. Fern, if it was up to Fern, he would just be like, oh yeah, we broke up.
I'll say 3 words and that's it.
You guys already know how the ladies are. We'd be going into detail, into depth, because we remember everything. So I was already like in my head, like trying to explain how everything's gonna go down, because I remember literally everything and I'm ready.
Man, I don't even remember anything about that anymore.
I do.
It's been like 4 or 5 years.
By the way, Fernando, you couldn't interrupt me if you remember anything, or if you want to say anything, because I already know you're not even gonna like remember a lot of stuff. So if you remember anything, go ahead and interrupt me, because I already know I'm gonna do most of the talking, because he don't remember nothing. And like I said, if it was up to him, he would literally cut the story short.
You want to put every detail out there.
Yeah.
Like what time it was, and if it was dark or bright.
You guys need to know every single detail, guys. And also, I wanted to say, since it's been so long now, I believe this was into our 5th year being together, I feel like it's okay to talk about it now. I'm really like careful with me and Fern's relationship, because I feel like my relationship is very special to me, and I just don't want anything to like ruin it. But me and Fern are like super good, and we're super strong. So I feel like now looking back, it's just funny that we even have like a story time like this. But before we do get started, I do want to shout out ExpressVPN for sponsoring today's video. So let me pass this on over to Fern, because he knows a lot of information about ExpressVPN.
ExpressVPN is a service app that IP address, so you could be streaming anything, you could be surfing the web, you could be gaming, any of that. It protects anything you're doing online, basically. They are a top-rated VPN provider, have customer support 24/7 available to you. And also, you always want to protect your IP address, because with your IP address, anyone, when you're searching any website, they can see where you basically live at. And with VPN, encrypting your IP address, it blocks that off so that you can't see all that personal information about you. And I actually like ExpressVPN because, like, let's say you're trying to watch Netflix or something in a different country, because a lot of their stuff isn't available to the US. You could go on your ExpressVPN app and you could switch your location to Mexico, UK, wherever you want. And then it's basically like you're there now. You'll see all the shows available to them. For example, one time I was searching for a show, and one of my friends told me that it was available on Netflix, and I couldn't find it. But then I noticed that it's only available in Netflix in Mexico, so I had to go on the VPN, switch my location to Mexico, and then the show was there. It's pretty easy to use. I recommend the ExpressVPN app because, first of all, it helps you with your IP address. A lot of people don't like having personal like information out there available for people. So it helps you with that, and then you could also watch a lot of stuff that's not available to us here, so that's why I like it. Another thing about ExpressVPN, they invest only in premium servers, which makes them consistently faster than any other VPN out there.
If you guys would like to find out how you guys could get 3 months of ExpressVPN for free, make sure to go to expressvpn.com/Bree and Fern, or you guys can click the description box down below. Make sure to go to expressvpn.com/Bree and Fern. So now to continue the story time. We are going to begin our story time. I'm a little scared. Okay.
Grab your popcorn.
Grab the popcorn, because the achievement is real, guys. I'm going to pretend like you guys are in front of me. I'm on a FaceTime call. I don't know. I'm going to just act like you guys are my real life friends, and I'm just spilling the beans. So it was, I don't know, I think this was like 4 years into our relationship, and I was pretty young. He was pretty young, and at the time, I believe I was living with Fernando. Yes, I was living with him, and we weren't doing so well because I was living with his parents. Not that.
I thought we were going to talk about when you were wearing the bathing suit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's this one?
Yeah, it leads to everything, babe. So me and Fern weren't really doing so well at the time. My mom lived in LA. Brittany lived in, where does she live? I think Brittany.
She lived in Saxville. Remember?
She lived with her baby daddy.
Uh-oh.
Brittany lived with her baby daddy. Evie said he was taking it out. So Brittany lived with her baby daddy. I live with Fernando. And hi, baby. He just woke up. You woke up from your nappy, Papa? Yeah?
Damn, you don't lie about saying you put every single detail out there, right?
Come here.
I would have already been.
Oh, daddy? Okay.
I've already been said what caused it. Come on, you gonna do it with us?
I was living with Fern. Brittany was living with her baby daddy. She already had her 2 kids at the time. And I just felt like me and Fern at the time, we weren't doing so well in our relationship. I just felt like, I don't know what we were like. I don't know. We were just fighting a lot. I feel like back in the day, Fern was really, really machista, guys. Super machista. We would just argue about the tiniest thing that he didn't like about me. Like if I dressed a certain way and just really like that. And my mom has always taught me, like, Brianna, don't ever like let a man tell you how to dress. You own your own body. Nobody else does. If you want to dress crazy, and provocative, you could do that. Mom always gave me like inspo and everything, and she always dressed like how we dressed, was always a girly girl and everything like that. So I knew that's who I always wanted to be. I always knew I wanted to be on Instagram. Me and Brittany were always like fashionistas, makeup gurus, like everything like that. And Fern just didn't really like that about me. And I remember specifically.
Was acting childish or what?
Yeah, super machista, guys. Super machista. And it's crazy because his parents are not like that at all. So I just hated that about him. We would always fight in his room. I was just done being with him. So.
But yeah, I just didn't want all your stuff out there like that.
No, you guys. So one time me and Brittany and our friends went to a water park. It was just nothing but girls. And I posted this picture in a bikini. And Friend's like, what the fuck? He texted me. He's like, what the fuck? You're wearing a fucking bikini? I'm like, what else was I supposed to wear to a water park? Like, duh. And he started going off on me. So we get home to his house and we ended up taking like all the girls back to his house. And his parents weren't there yet at the time. And we just were like, having fun. I didn't have a baby, so I was just drinking. We were all drinking with the girls. It was a hot summer day, and I literally remember him calling me a HOE.
I didn't do that.
Yes, he did.
Oh shit.
But he did call me a HOE, and I was tired of like the disrespect. Like I was just tired of him. I'm like, dude, you have some insecurities because like, how am I not gonna be allowed to wear a bikini?
That was pretty stupid, huh?
Yes.
Babe, so I feel like that was more than 4 years ago. I don't remember being that stupid 4 years ago.
Babe, I said we were 4 years together.
Oh, I was like, there's no way.
See, you don't pay attention. We were 4 years together, and I had it with him. So I literally told Brittany, help me pack all my bags before Fernando's parents get here. I'm like, help me pack everything. And at the time, I didn't have a lot of stuff, so it was really fast. So we're taking everything in the bags, me.
In trash bags?
Yeah, in trash bags, guys. And tell me why Brittany's dumbass ends up playing Deuces.
I know, remember that.
And she's not like Deuces with carrying bags. And tell me why Fernando's parents pull up, guys. Fernando's parents pull up, and my heart's shaking because they never have known like us having problems in our relationship. We've never like yelled in our room or anything for them to ever know. So I was like so embarrassed because I was like, oh my God, what am I going to tell them, you know?
You should say you were going to go wash clothes.
No, so shut up. So I was literally like, oh my God, like what am I gonna say? I was so nervous and scared, but I was like, I'm done. If I'm leaving for good, and this is it. I have to tell him regardless. So I ended up crying, and I was like, I can't be with him anymore. Like I can't. I didn't tell them why, because I felt like I was really scared to tell them what was going on. But I was like, me and Fern, like we're not working out, we're not doing so well. Like I just need to leave. And like, where are you gonna go? Brittany had offered me to go to her room at her baby daddy's house. Keep in mind, Brittany had 2 babies. And it was Brittany and her baby daddy in one room. And I was supposed to live with them in that room. And I was like, how? And Brittany's like, don't worry. This just in the meantime, we're going to get our own apartment.
She thought you were going to come back.
No, she goes, we're going to get our own apartment, Brianna. And I was like, okay. So, like, we had this in mind. We're like, all right, we're going to have, like, 1 month to figure us getting an apartment, right? So I was like, okay, I'll stay with you guys on the floor for 1 month. So I talked to the parents. They were like trying to convince me not to leave. I was like, I have to go. Like I'm doing this. I'm tired of being with Fernando. Like I can't do it anymore. And besides, I was so young, and I was like, dude, I've already been with this man for 4 years. I just feel like I need to finally be single to feel like to know what it's like to be single, because I just gave my heart to the first person I met, and I was just like, I just don't want to you know, waste my time being with someone for so long and then at the end me get screwed over. So I was like, I just want to be single. So me and Fern ended up breaking up at her baby daddy's house. It was drama, guys. Brittany and her baby daddy would argue all the time as well. So we were just going through a lot. And also one day Brittany, I think we were there for like a week and a half or 2. And I think one day, oh my god, it's saying. One day, you guys, I think it was already 2 weeks in, Brittany got in a big argument with her baby daddy's mom. And literally, I had my first panic attack, my first anxiety attack, because I couldn't breathe. I was trying to go off. I was trying to help my sister because she was just being really mean to my sister. And it was just family drama with amongst them. And she kicked us out. So we literally had nowhere to go, you guys. We were like, what are we going to do? We had no apartment. We had nothing, you guys. And at the time, me and Fern weren't really doing so well, but I had no choice but to hit Fernando up and be like, hey, like, you think we can stay at your spot for like 2 weeks until we get our apartment? And he goes, yeah, like, that's fine, whatever, right? So it's like, okay.
You see how I knew you were going to come back?
So I had no choice, you guys. I had nowhere to go. I know. I was like young, guys. We had literally nowhere to go. I was desperate. And he let me come back with him, and my sister had to move in with me too because now we're swapping places. So now Brittany is having to move in Fernando's little room with me and him, and Brittany had to take her kids to my mom's house in LA. So she drove 6 hours away to drop the kids off in LA, and then we had to go back to SAC so that we could find an apartment and keep working because, you know, we had to work our 9 to 5s. And my mom took care of her kids for like 2 weeks until we got back on our feet. And at the time, me and Fern were like, we weren't together, but we were still sleeping together because, you know, I was like, fuck it, whatever. And I remember one time waking up to him, and his phone was right next to me, and I go like this, and you know how it shows you like the notification, and it literally said that this one bitch texted him, and I was like, what the fuck? Damn. All right. So I was so livid, you guys. I was so livid. Sorry guys, I had to switch over cameras because the battery died to the other one. Anyways, moving forward, so I had woke up to that text message from that and I was like, oh, here, your bitch texted you. And I was just mad. I know we were single, but I was still like, I can't believe like he's moving on like this quick, already talking to this person. And you guys, keep in mind, I already know who this person was because I had already told him prior about these girls. I had told him I never liked them, and as soon as we break up, that's the first person he goes and runs to. So I was so livid, you guys. I was like, I can't believe it. I need to get the fuck up out of this house ASAP. And I was so mad. So then I remember I went to a party that day, and I was like, I don't care, watch, I'm gonna talk to like guys. Now I don't even care anymore. Like at first I felt bad, but I was like, nope. So I remember I went to a party one time with Ari and Brittany, and he was so mad that I didn't come home. And I'm like, dude, stop checking on me. I could come home whenever I want. Like, we're not together. You just letting me stay at your spot for like a week or 2, right? So finally, fast forward, guys, me and Fern are still not together. I wanted nothing to do with him. We ended up, me and Brittany finally got good news. We ended up getting our very, very first apartment. And I couldn't believe it, you guys. I was so happy. Like, this literally like made my whole entire like life ever getting our own spot. Me and Brittany were literally tired of getting kicked out. I know Fern didn't kick me out, but I was just like, you know, I was just so tired of like living like that. Like, I was just tired of feeling like not independent. Me and Brittany, like, we just really needed our own spot. I believe I was like 18 or 19. Yeah, or like 19 or 20. I don't know, somewhere around there. But anyways, I ended up getting out of there. Me and Brittany got out of there so fast. And I always thank Fernando's parents for always letting me stay at the house, because not once did they ever ask me or Brittany for rent or anything like that. So big shout out to them. But anyways, I ended up getting my own spot with me and Brittany, and that was like the best thing I ever did. And then Ruben, my little brother, was living in Fresno at the time, and he just wanted to move back to SAC because that's where all of our friends are or whatever. And I think also he started talking to Karen through Instagram at that time, so he wanted to move back so he could start seeing her. And so we let him live with us, you guys. We had told Ruben, you can move in, you're just gonna have to sleep in the living room. But he didn't mind, you guys. He really wanted to move in with us. So Fernando always wanted to come to my apartment because of Ruben. Like, all of a sudden, you and my brother are best friends.
Before Ruben, I was there all the time.
No, you weren't, babe.
Babe, I would go to your apartment all the fucking time, and then out of nowhere, I stopped.
Babe, we had broken up.
I know, but I was.
You helped me move. I will say you helped me move, and I didn't want nothing to do with you anymore after that.
Babe, I remember I would still go.
No,
and then,
babe, I lived there. Oh my god, we put it on.
No, I would still go and kick it, and then. I don't know if it was a couple weeks or a month. I don't know what happened, and then we literally stopped. Like I would never go. I would just kick a Ruben.
I don't really remember, but oh my god, this battery's dying too. Oh my god. So, anyways, me and Fernando were like not together. So he would still come over. You would still come over after Ruben, like with Ruben. And I would text Fernando like, you need to stop fucking trying to use my brother to like come to my house because I don't want nothing to do with you. We're over. Like I don't like you. And I remember one time he even posted an Instagram picture of that bitch. And I was like, I can't believe him. Like, how fucking embarrassing.
It was funny
like,
to get you pissed.
No, Fernando, that's so fucking embarrassing. You should be embarrassed. Anyways, so I was like living my best life, finally single, whatever. Me and Brittany were like always going out, like having fun. Like I was having my best single life. I had never been single. I believe I was single for like 6 months, like throughout that whole time. And I was just so mad at like Fernando always coming over, whatever. But him and my brother, because we're cool.
I would never go inside of the house once we literally stopped talking. When I would kick a Ruben, I would literally drop him off and bounce.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want to get off in that fucking house.
Anyways, so I remember one time me and Brittany had went out, you guys, to the club. And at the time, Uber and Lyft did not exist at all. Me and Brittany got so drunk at the club. And we needed a ride back home. And I was like, oh my god. And Brittany's like, I'm gonna call Fernando. I'm like, no, what the fuck? And I'm drunk. So I'm like, no, Brianna, how are we gonna get back home? We need a ride and da-da-da. And I'm like, no, oh my god, we'll get a taxi. Like, I don't care. So Brittany's like, I'm gonna just text him, you know, because like she wanted us to like, I don't know, rekindle or something, just like end up. She just wanted me to like see him again. And I was like, no, I hate him so much. Whatever. So Brittany ended up texting Fernando, and Fernando ended up coming through for us. He ended up picking us up, and I was like,
a setup.
At the time I was like, fuck it, whatever, I'm drunk, like, fuck it, you know, like, let me see my ex, whatever. And plus, I wanted to get that bitch mad, because, you know, like, I will always be around, like, you know, like, I don't know. So I was like, watch, I'm gonna show her, because she's getting played, you know. Like, I had Fern like this. If I say Fern could pick me up, he's gonna pick me up. So I was like,
bro, I just went because I was like, if I go, I already know what's gonna happen. So yeah, let me go.
What's gonna happen?
We get some booty from you. I was like, it's been a couple months. I gotta go.
So then, anyways, Fernando ended up picking us up, you guys, and tell me why. Brittany ended up recording us in the car, me and Fern, that he picked me up. And at the time, those girls, well, one of the girl's sister was following Brittany on Snapchat, and she saw. And then, sure enough, Fernando gets a text message of her going off or whatever, and I seen it, and I was like, fuck that bitch, what the fuck? So then, sorry guys, my second camera died, so now I'm using my iPhone. Anyways.
Then your iPhone's gonna die. We're gonna use mine.
So then, Fern, I'm in the car and I'm drunk, and I'm like, oh shit, this is my man. Oh shit, my ex just picked me up. I'm like drunk. I'm just like, oh my god, I miss those times. But anyways, so I was like, I'm gonna piss that girl off, right? So Brittany starts just doing stuff on purpose, posting stuff on the internet. So while Fern picked us up, tell me why we get pulled over, you guys. We got pulled over, and Fern was like, fuck.
That's what I get.
I was like, that's what he gets.
No, that's what I get for going.
No, yeah, exactly. That's what you get for talking to girls while we were broken up.
What would you mean to talk to boys?
That's what you get for talking to girls while we're broken up. Anyways, so he ended up getting hella tickets, guys, because he had like this old school Camaro, and I don't know, it was just all
like 10 tickets.
Yeah, and I was like, haha, whatever. So we ended up getting pulled over, but he let Fern go. And I told Fern, I was like, let's go eat. Like, you know when you have the drunk munchies? So me and Fern went to go eat with Brittany, and oh my god, I remember that day being that time being really drunk, and like I was eating whatever, and then like I kissed Fernando.
You You were hungry, huh?
I kissed you and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna regret this tomorrow.
You did that on purpose.
No, I was like, I'm gonna regret this tomorrow. And then we ended up going back to my apartment and Fernando ended up spending the night.
I didn't just spend the night.
We just spent the night, babe.
Oh yeah,
We ended up spending the night. And then the next morning, he was like, all right, I'm gonna leave. And I was like, oh my god, whatever, I don't care. Like, shit like this happens all the time. Like, I don't feel stupid. Like, what the fuck? And...
Eso no, papa, okay?
No. Anyway, so then the following day, you guys, I was like, whatever, like, are we cool or are we not, right? Because I just wanted to know. Because I feel like at that moment, I was like, oh my god, like, I do miss Fernando, like, I miss him or whatever. So I ended up like texting him like, hey, I'm gonna make pozole, do you want to come over? And he was like, yeah. So he came over and I was like, give me your fucking phone. Like, I was being a toxic ass person.
Damn,
and he didn't want to give me,
he
did not want to give me his phone, you guys, because I was like, I want to see what.
Babe, after one day of sleeping with you wanted my phone?
Yeah. So I was like, give me your phone. I was like, I will not like take you back or anything if you don't give me your fucking phone right now. Like, I need to go through it or whatever. I know, you guys, I was being toxic. And he ended up, like, I ended up making him give me the phone. And I was reading through him and that girl's conversation. Tell me why she was talking shit on me, guys, because I had a Honda. And this motherfucker didn't even have my back.
Belle came even with you.
I don't care. So, I just want to prove to everybody, look, now where I'm at, bitch. I got dream cars, my dream house, and everything. So, anyways, who's laughing now? Me. So, anyways, yeah, so basically me and Fernando ended up just getting back together after that, and then he was just at my apartment every single day after that. So I blame Brittany for making me and Fernando get back together. I could have been the biggest whore.
Fuck that kiss.
I literally could have been the biggest whore, you guys. I never got to experience being single the way I wanted to.
Whoa.
So that's a story time on how we say how. So that is the story time on how me and Fernando first broke up, you guys. So I just want to say that's a little funny, cute story time. Well, not cute, but funny story time of how me and Fernando broke up. It was pretty crazy at the time. Now that I look back at it, I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe we went through all of that. But yeah, so
now it's funny and cute?
No, it's not.
Okay.
But now me and Fern are good. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's been so many years now. Like, I'm just like, I feel like every relationship goes through their, like, problems, you know? Other than that, Fern has never given me girl problems. And I just want to point out that we and Fern were both single at the time. So I know he wasn't, like, cheating on me or anything because we were broken up. So, yeah. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. Let me know what you guys thought about it. Comment down below what you guys thought. And I love you guys. And I'll see you guys in our next video. Bye.